So hi team, this is Venkat from Bangalore, Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. We're going to start new batch on IBM DataStage ETL tool along with the Snowflake with AWS. Okay, so in this institute, what are the main things we're going to teach means like mainly this is interactive online classes. So after class is done, we will provide you recording videos for your future reference purpose and you can watch at any time. So along with we're covering real-time scenarios, along with we're providing the materials, see whichever I have prepared already predefined materials are there. So it is having clear steps. So those materials also we're providing project explanations. Okay, so let me show you some materials. So it is having clear steps. I will show you. So along with we're conducting the mock intros, resume preparations, doubts and clarifications. Along with we're covering intro questions and answers. So if you learn this intro questions answers properly, 100% you will get job. Okay, so for to learn this course, it is required basic SQL. We're covering basic SQL along with data stage ETL tool, Snowflake with AWS. Okay, full package we're providing. There are two courses, data stage ETL tool and Snowflake with AWS. Okay, so let me start first demo of data stage ETL tool. Okay, so what is ETL team? Anyone having idea? What is ETL? Anyone having idea? What is ETL team? What is ETL? E means extract the data. Extract means read the data. I want to get the data from somewhere. T for transform. So I want to transform the data. I want to apply some conditions. Okay, so load the data into somewhere, so some destination system. Okay, that is called as a load. This is called as a my target system where I want to load the data. Extract means read the data. Read means that is called as a source data. Transform means apply the some conditions, some business rule. Assume that I have 100 records. I don't want 100 records, I want only 10 records. How to load it? That is the conditions I want to apply it. That is called as a transform, applying the some business rule, applying the some logic. Okay, so there are a number of ETL tools are there in the market, guys. So this is the IBM DataStage. This is the IBM product. This IBM DataStage is one of the ETL tool. Okay, along with there are TAL and ETL tool. Informatica is there. Okay, so Benisho is there. A number of ETL tool. This is the DataStage is one of the ETL tool. So along with we're going to learn Snowflake, right? Snowflake is a Snowflake with AWS. This is the cloud. Wherever the data it is storing in the cloud, whatever we are storing for that one only we will charge it. That's why more demand in the market in the India, other US. I can see more lot of openings in US for Snowflake with AWS. Okay, it's having openings in Singapore, Malaysia as well as for the Snowflake with the combination of data stage. Okay, so now let me start with some scenarios on data stage, then we'll discuss, guys. Okay, so we will provide you softwares as well as, guys, data stage software, everything will provide you. Okay, just thing is you need only one laptop and some internet connectivity. Whatever I'm teaching, that class you have to practice and you can follow it means, so you will get job. Okay, so let me take some scenarios. Let me start some, okay, demo class. Okay, so assume that, guys, I have one file. This is the my source data I'm opening. So there is a one folder in the student folder. Okay, so in the documents, so some files are I have in my local system. Okay, so what I want it, I want to read these files. So whatever the data is there here, so there is a srcmp file is there. This is a text file. It is having some data. Okay, let me open this data. It is having some data. So I'm opening this file. How many records are there in this file team? Can someone tell me? How many records are there?
16.
How many records are there team? I'm able to see my screen. How many records are there in
14.
this
14
file?
records is there. 14 records is there.
Is it 14 or 13? Am I able team? Are able to see my screen?
13.
13 records. See, because of first record is a header record. First record is a header record. So like employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. First record is a header record. We can call as a column names, field names, structure of the file. Okay. So here my data starts from the second row. So 101 employee name is Venkat, job is SSC, senior software engineer, salary is 2000, DEPT number is 10. So what is the delimiter in this file team? So like one column to another column is separated by delimiter. The delimiter, what is the delimiter in this file team? The delimiter is comma here. Okay. So now this is the comma delimited text file, src underscore emp dot text file. So my one in my folder, this is the path. In this path, so there is a one file, src underscore src underscore emp dot txt file is there. It is having some records, 13 records are there. So what I want it, I want to read this data. I want to read this via DataStage ETL tool, via IBM DataStage ETL tool. I want to read the data. I want to get the data. I want to generate into different folder. Okay. So I don't want to load all the records. So here I want to load target folder. Okay. So in the target folder, I want to generate one new file. The new file name target emp.txt tgt dot underscore emp.txt file. I have to generate it. While generating, I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only where DEPT number equal to 10. How many records are there DEPT number 10 in this file? How many
4.
how many records are there? 4 records. These 4 records only I want to load it. I want to load header record. I want to load header record. Let me copy the data. Let me copy the data. Let me copy the data. I'm copying the data. So this is my source data. So let me paste it here. I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only header record along with DEPT, my conditions. What is my condition team? I want to load only DEPT number equal to 10. DEPT number equal to 10. I don't want to load all the records. Okay, what is the DEPT? How many records are there? So when I come to this first record, DEPT number 10, my condition is matching. So that's why this record, it will load into the my output section. Okay, this record, it will load into my output section. Now when you coming to my second record, my second record, what is the value is there team? So is the DEPT number 10 or other than the 10 value is there? So here 20 is there. My condition is not matching. That's why this record, it will not load. I don't want to load 20 record. I want to load only 10 records. So that's why I will load wherever the DEPT number 10 is there. Yes, my third record DEPT number 10. So this record, it will be loaded into my output section. So now let me take other records. How many records are there? Total 4 records are right. Wherever the DEPT number 10 is there, that record, I will, when I open the target file, I will get the data. That DEPT number only 10 records. Now let me paste it here. So I have one more record. Keep unmute guys. Keep unmute guys. Some people, okay. Keep unmute. Small request. So keep unmute. Okay. So I have 4 records. I have to load it. How to load the data? Another text file. I have to generate it. I have one text file. I have one text file. That is srcmp file is there. How to read the srcmp file via data stage? I want to generate another text file. So while generating, I want load only DEPT number 10 records. Now I want to read the data in text file in data stage means we have to use something we can call as a stages. I have to use the sequential file stage. Sequential file stage. By using the sequential file stage, I can read the data of text file. I want to read any delimited files. I can use the sequential file. By using the sequential file stage, I can read the data in data stage. Now, I want to generate the output also text file means I have to use the sequential file stage. By using the sequential file stage, I can read the data, I can generate the text file also. Okay, I want to read the data, I have to use the sequential file stage. I want to generate the output also text file means I have to use the sequential file stage. Now between I want to apply the condition. What is the condition team? DEPT number equal to 10. I want to write the condition of DEPT number equal to 10. What I have to do? I have to write the condition. So I want to write the some condition. So there is a one stage, filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can write the some where conditions. I want to write the something in data stage. Some condition means I have to use stage. Which stage I have to use it? Filter stage. I want to read the data from the text file. How to use the sequential file stage. Okay. To learn data stage, no coding required, guys. Just need to graphical design. Just you need to understand it. No coding required to learn this data stage ETL tool. Okay, so let me show you how to without coding how to develop this one. So just I want to read the data from text file sequential file. So DEPT number 10 I want load filter stage. So I want to generate the text file sequential file stage. Let me go for designer. I have already logged in the designer. I will show you how to log in and all in the further classes, in the regular classes. Okay, so now so I want to read the data from the text file means I have to use the sequential file stage. So how to create a first job? File, new, new, parallel job. We have to select it. After selecting the parallel job, so I have to read the data from the text file. How to use the sequential files. Under the right side, there is a file. And in the palette section, there are multiple stages are there. So I want to read the data from the text file. So I have to, as I told you, I have to use the sequential file stage. Okay. Simply drag the sequential file stage. Simply select it. Simply drag. This is for reading purpose. I want to generate the output also text file. What I have to use, team? As I discussed earlier, I have to use the sequential file stage again. So why I'm using this is the my source. This is the my source system. This is the my target system. I want to read it. I want to write it. That is load it. Okay. So now between I want to apply the some condition. What is the condition, team? I want to write the condition DEPT number equal to 10. I want to write the some condition. So as I told you, I have to use the under the processing stages. There are maximum 15 stages if you learn, guys. 15 stages properly, you will get job. Properly, you have to learn 15 stages. If you learn it, it is enough to get the job. Okay, so in that one of the filter stage. What is the filter stage? So let me drag the. I want to write the filter conditions. Means we'll use the filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can write the where conditions. How to write it, we'll see now. First, I took the what are the stages are required to achieve my requirement. That is the stages I have taken it now. Now I want to process the data, right? Which file I want to read it, where the file is there, where I want to generate it. So before generating, how to define the links, connections between the stages, how to define the connection that is called as the links between the stages. From this stage to this stage, I want to process the data. From this stage to this stage, I want to process the data. How to process it, how to define the links, connections between these stages. We will discuss, guys. Okay, so first I took the required stages. What are the stages are required to achieve the requirement? That I have taken it. Now I'm defining the second step, connections. How to define the connection? That connection is called as a link. Go for general. Let me define the link. Let me define the link. I'm defining the link. So from this stage to this stage also, I'm selecting the link. I'm defining. This is the one of the way. Okay, so now after connections links are done, now I have to define the properties where the file is there, source file, it is available here. So I need to read this path. How to read this? Browse this path. So please observe carefully, team. Double click the sequential file. I'm defining the properties, guys. I'm defining the properties. Let me browse the file. Which file I want to read it? There is a browse for file. I'm browsing the file. I have n number of files are there. My customer says that which file I want to read it. Which file I want to read the data, team? Can someone tell me as per the requirement which file I want to read it? As I said earlier, so I want to read the data srcmp file. So that's why I need to browse that srcmp file. Okay, so let me select it. When you open the file, first record is a data or header record. First record is a data or header record, team. Can someone tell me? First record is a header record or data? First record is a header record. So first record is header means my file having header, my file having header. That's why I have to select first line is a column names. I have to choose as a true. Why? Because of my file coming is a header record. If my file is coming header record, I have to select as a true. Okay. So now let me go for the my file does not having header means I will select as a false. Now my file having header. That's why I am selecting as a true. Now let me go for the format section. Let me go for the format section. Let me go for the delimiter. What is the delimiter, guys, in this file? Comma. See, employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. Okay. So what is the delimiter in this file? Comma. So that's why here I need to put comma only. By default also comma. No need to change anything here. By default also comma. No need to change anything here. Now, code section, under the code section. So is there any double quotes or single quotes are coming? So there is quotes means this is the single quotes, guys. This is the single quotes. Okay. This is the double quotes. This is the double quotes. So is there any double quotes or single quotes are there in this file, team? No, none of the files. No record having that quotes. Okay. So let me, so I don't have any single quotes or double quotes in this file. So now that's why what I have to choose it. I don't have any single quotes or double quote. That's why I'm selecting as a none. I'm choosing as a none. Why? Because of my file does not contains any quotes. That's why I'm choosing none option. Now let me go for the columns. So what is the first column? Let me define manually how to do it. Employee number I'm copying. First column I'm copying employee number. Here I am passing the employee number. So employee number, is it coming numbers or characters or dates? What is coming, Tim? Can someone tell me what is the employee number values is coming? Is it coming number value? Is it coming the date value? Is it coming string value? What is the value is coming, Tim? Can someone tell me? Am I able to see my screen? What is the value is coming?
Numbers.
Numbers. So that's why I have to choose here numbers. Data type as a number or integer data type is there. So I can give some length. Let me pass some length. Okay. So now let me copy the second column. What is the second column name? Employee name. I'm copying the employee name here. Let me put it. So can some paste it here. So after pasting, so what is the employee name value is coming? Is it coming string? Is it coming dates or is it coming numbers? What is the value is coming, team?
Strings.
String is called varchar in data stage. We have to use varchar data type in data stage. Okay. So my customer says that use the length 10. Customer says that use the length 20. I have to use it. Customer says that use the length 25. Whatever the length customer says, that length I have to use it. They will give one document. In the document they will mention. Now let me go for the third column. I'm copying the third column. So can someone guess it and tell me what is the data type of job data type? What are the values are coming?
String.
String. String means in data stage, what is the data type I have to use, Tim? As I said earlier,
Varchar.
we have to use varchar data type. So customer says that use the job column length 30. What I have to use it here? I have to pass 30. Suppose my customer says that use job column length is 100. What I have to use it? I have to use 100. That's it. Now let me go for the next column. What is the next column? Salary. Can someone tell me what is the values are coming? Is it coming float or is it coming integer? Is it coming for like string or is it coming from date? What is the values are coming here? Salary column. salary. I can see, I have observed it. It is coming number. So that is number is called as the integer data type. I have to use it. Let me paste it here. So I'm using as a integer. So I'm passing some length. So now let me go for the next column, DEPT number column. So let me copy the DEPT number. So can someone guess it? What is the data type of DEPT number column according the file? Just guess it. What is the data type, team? What is the values are coming?
Numbers.
Numbers. Numbers means in data stage,
Integer.
what I have to use it, I have to use integer data type. So I have, my customer says that use some length, I'm using some length. Okay. So this is the way. See, this I am using manually, I am typing. See here I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. I'm entering manually. Assume that I have 100 columns are there. So 100 columns, I have to enter it. I don't like that method. I want to get the columns out. When you load it automatically, I have to get all the columns. How to get it? We'll see now. See, this I have entered manually. Yeah, that is also fine. No issues. I have less columns. I have more columns. Okay. So to load more columns, it is like it will take some time, right? That's why what I have to do. So is there any easiest way to get these columns? Yes, it is available. How to get it? See, there is a one option called here. Load option is there. Load. I'm loading it. When you click the load button, please observe carefully, team. Please observe carefully. We have to select the right click the table definition, right click the table definition, right click the table definition. There is import table definition. Import that data, metadata. What are the structure is I'm importing it. Okay, I'm getting it into the data stage from file. So this is a text file, right? Text file means I have to use the sequential file stage option, sequential file definition. What I have to use it? Sequential file definition. Okay. So now let me select the sequential file definition. So how to select it? Let me show you one more time. So there is a load option. Right click the table definition, import the table definition, text file. This is the text file, right? That's why I have to use the sequential file. Oracle means I have to use separate. Teradata I have to use separate. Okay. So now let me use the sequential file. Let me browse where the file is there. So in this path available, right? So that's why I'm browsing that path. Let me browse that path. See? So this is the path I'm browsing it. So there are a number of files are there. Which file I want to get it? Metadata. Which file, team? Which file? Can someone tell me? As I said earlier, as per the requirement, how to use src underscore emp. That's why I'm selecting the src emp. There is an import option is there. Let me import it. So when importing, it is asked some properties. What is the delimiter in this file? What is the delimiter is there? Employee number, comma, employee name, separated by comma here. That is called as a comma delimiter. So is there any header? Is there any first line is a header record or data? First line is a header record. So that's why I have to choose the first line is the column names. First line is column names. Okay, see, automatically when you browse the file, the data preview automatically is coming. Employee number, employee name, job value, salary value, DPT number. Let me define it. When you click the define button, see, automatically you don't need to do anything. Suppose you want change the length, I can change it. Okay, customer by default it is getting here. Let me click OK button. So it's already existing. I'm overwriting it. Let me yes button. So now I have imported. Now I have to select it. How to select it? Let me close it. There is a srcmp. So we need to expand the sequential file. When you expand sequential file under the source, there is a srcmp is there. I'm selecting this as srcmp. Okay, see, automatically it's coming. I'm not doing manually anything. Okay, suppose my customer says that use this one length 5. I can use 5. Here also I can change. Okay, so this is the way to import the metadata. So now what is the next condition? Filter. What is the filter? I want to load the data. I don't want to load all the record. I want to load only DEPT number equal to 10 records. So let me go for here. So let me go for columns. Let me copy the DEPT number column. Let me go for the filter stage. By using the filter stage, I can filter the data. So which filter I want it? Now I want to load DEPT number equal to 10. I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. I don't want to load other records into my output section. That's why I'm passing DEPT number equal to 10 here. Now let me go for output section. Let me go for output section. Left side is called as input column. Right side is called as output columns. Let me simply drag from left to right. All the columns I want to drag it. Okay. So this is the way to drag, map the input columns to the output. Okay. So this is the, let me click OK button. So I'm sure that guys, data stage is very easy guys to learn it, to get the job. Okay, so let me go for the sequential file. No coding required. Still I didn't write it any coding, just logics I'm writing it. That's it. Go for the output section where I want to generate the output file. I want to generate the output file in the target folder. So here I want to generate tgt underscore emp.txt file. I have to generate it. Okay, so let me browse that path. How to generate it? Browse the target path where I want to generate the output file. I'm browsing that path. What is the file name you want it? So I want file name tgt underscore emp.txt file. This is the file I'm generating. So first line is a column names. What I have to do? I need to make as a true. First line is column names true. Why? I want header. When I open my file, see when you go for target folder, so tgt underscore nothing is there. Let me delete this all. So I want to generate tgt underscore emp.txt file. While generating, I want to see that only DPT number 10 records. Okay. So now let me go for here. So I want to go for format section. What is the delimiter you want it? I want delimiter comma. I don't want any quotes. When I open the file, I don't want any quotes. That's why I'm selecting as a none. I don't want single quotes or double quote. That's why I'm passing as a none. Let me click OK button. Now let me save the job, file, save. So I have created one folder. Under the jobs folder, there is Nandini Software Solutions. Let me create pass the job name. I want to pass job underscore filter stage example. So now my design is done. Now I want to test it, whether data is loading or not. Just let me compile it. If there is any errors are there, I'm checking. Just compile. There is a compile option is there. This is the option. So simply click the compile button. There is no errors. I'm checking the errors are there. There is no errors. Now I want to load the data. Let me run it. So I'm running the job. There is a run button is there. So this is the run button, guys. This is the run button. So I'm clicking the run button. My job is running right now. So I want to check the log. Control L button. Control L. See, my job finished. My job is finished. By source having how many records are there? 13 records are there. My target is how many records are loaded? 4 records are loaded. Let me open. See, one file is generated. So when I open the file, I want to see that only DPT number 10 records. So now my customer says that I don't want header record. What I can do here? I don't want header record here. What I can do? First line is column names. By default true, I made it. I don't want header. I can make a false. Let me make a false. So now let me compile it again. So now let me run the job again. Let me run the job again. So my data is loaded. I am not getting header record. Why? Because I don't want header. Suppose I want header, column names. What I have to do here? First line is the column names. I have to make as a true. When I make as a true, what it will happen? It will generate the header record. So what are the files? Source file is coming header. That data as per the logic, I'm generating it. See, now I have run it job. So my job is running. Let me run it. It's already running. So after finishing, see, now I'm getting header. Okay, same like that. I can generate the, suppose I'm passing delimiter comma, I want different delimiter. Okay, so the delimiter also I can pass here. Okay, so now, so I'm loading my source having 13 records. I'm loading 14 records into one output file. The remaining data, rejected data, bad data, I want to generate into another output file. Okay, so that is the tgt underscore emp underscore rejected data dot txt file I have to generate here. tgt underscore emp underscore rejected data dot txt file I want to generate. The rejected data I have to generate to load into that file. How to do that? I want to generate the output as a text file. What is the stage I have to use, team? You have to tell now. We have already discussed it, right? I want to read the data from the text file, how to use sequential file. I want to generate the output also text file, how to use the sequential file. Now rejected file also I want a text file, so that's why how to choose as a sequential file here. So now I want to get the rejected data here, so I need to define the connections, links between the stages. So this is a reject link. Right click this one, right click this link, select this link, convert to reject, convert to reject. I'm rejecting the data. Rejected data I have to get into this link. Okay, so now let me browse the path where I have to generate that file. What is the file name I want to generate it? As I said, tgt underscore emp underscore rejected data, rejected data dot txt file I have to generate it. Okay, so now while generating I want header record. Let me select the header record. So that's why I'm choosing as a true format section. I don't want any quotes, double quotes or single quotes. That's why I'm choosing the none option. Okay, my delimiter I want comma. Let me click OK button. See, now let me go for the filter stage again. So there is the output reject by default is false is there. Whether if you are taking the rejected output, if you are taking the rejected output, what you have to do means you have to select as a true. If you are taking the rejected output, you have to choose as a here true. If you are taking the rejected output, you have to select as a true here. Okay, why I'm selecting true, team? Because of I'm selecting the rejected output. If you're not taking the rejected output, you can keep false. Okay, so let me go for format output section. Okay, so my data is let me save the job again, let me compile the job again, let me check it. So 4 records should go for here, 9 records should come here. Let me compile the job. So now let me run the job. My compilation is done. I'm running the job. See, 9 records are coming. So other than the DEPT number 10 records, I should go for the this rejected output. Other than the 10, see, other than the 10, I'm getting it. This is the way to generate the files, guys. So today we have discussed about how to read the data from the text file. I want to read the data from the text file in data stage means we have to use the sequential file stage. I want to filter the data. I want to write the some condition. Okay, I want to write some conditions means I have to use the filter stage. I want to generate the output file as a text file means how to use the sequential file. Any output text file, any delimited files I want to generate it. In this case, I have to use the sequential file stage. Any questions, team, so far? Okay, so today onwards demo, guys. Tomorrow also free classes. If you anyone interested to attend free demo classes, feel free to join tomorrow also same timing 7:45, guys. Okay, let me show you what are the highlights, right? As I told you, so see the all the documents are ready, guys. Snowflake documents or data stage documents. So it's already clear steps. We have already predefined materials are there. So this materials having clear steps. Okay, so data stage along with the data stage also everything available, guys. Full documents. Okay, so it is having full documents, guys. We'll provide you okay, with documents. We'll provide you recording videos, everything will provide you. I have, okay, so I will share that after class is done. Okay, let me stop here. Let